Hello everyone, welcome to our channel Constructing Minds. In this video, we shall be discussing about section 194N of the Income Tax Act 1961. Section 194N was introduced by the government to discourage cash transactions and move towards a cashless economy. It was introduced with the effect from September 1, 2019 to provide for deduction of tax on cash withdrawals made by any person from his bank or post office account. 194N was originally introduced. It provided for tax deduction at source at the rate of 2% on cash withdrawal by a person in excess of Rs 1 crore in a year from one or more bank accounts, including a cooperative bank and a post office account. Section 194N requires every banking company, cooperative bank, or post office to deduct tax on cash withdrawal made by any person from his account maintained with such bank or post office. TDS under Section 194N shall be required to be deducted only when the aggregate amount of cash withdrawal during the previous year by a person from one or more of his bank or post office account, as the case may be, exceeds Rs 1 crore. Further, the tax shall be required to be deducted only on the amount exceeding Rs 1 crore. Section 194N was made applicable from September 1, 2019. Hence, every bank or post office shall be required to deduct TDS on cash withdrawal made on or after September 1, 2019. However, Section 194N provides that the tax shall be required to be deducted only when the aggregate amount of cash withdrawn by a person during the previous year from one or more of his bank or post office account exceeds Rs 1 crore. Hence, for the purpose of computation of threshold limit of Rs 1 crore, the total amount of cash withdrawn during the previous year shall be considered. To clarify further, the CBDT issued a press release dated 30th of August 2019 to provide that any cash withdrawal prior to the 1st of September 2019 will not be subjected to TDS under Section 194N. However, since the threshold of Rs 1 crore is with respect to the previous year, calculation of amount of cash withdrawal for triggering deduction under Section 194N shall be counted from the 1st of April 2019. Hence, if a person has already withdrawn Rs 1 crore or more in cash up to 31st of August 2019 from one or more of his accounts maintained with a banking company or a cooperative bank or a post office, the 2% TDS shall apply on all subsequent cash withdrawals made on or after the 1st of September 2019. No tax shall be required to be deducted if the cash withdrawal from bank or a post office is made by the following recipients: central or state government, any bank, any cooperative bank, post office, banking correspondents, white label ATM operators, or any other person notified by the government in consultation with the RBI. The CBDT wide notification number 68/2019 dated the 18th of September 2019 exempted cash replenishment agencies and franchise agents of the white label automated teller machine operators from the purview of Section 194N. Further, exemption from Section 194N was given for the withdrawal of cash from the account in excess of Rs 1 crore if the purpose of making payments was to the farmers on account of purchase of agricultural produce by a commission agent or trader operating under the Agricultural Produce Market Committee and registered under any law relating to agricultural produce market of the concerned state. Also, further exemption from the provisions of Section 194N were given to the following persons by the CBDT via notification number 80/2019 dated the 15th of October 2019. The authorized dealer and its franchise agent and sub-agent, and full-fledged money changer licensed by the RBI and its franchise agent. Section 194N was amended by the Finance Act 2020. Now let us discuss the salient features after the amendment by the Finance Act 2020, which are applicable from the 1st of July 2020. The existing provisions will continue to apply, that is, the TDS of 2% on the cash withdrawal of Rs 1 crore or more in a financial year will continue to apply. In addition, it is provided that in case of a person who has not filed his income tax return for the last 3 assessment years and the time limit to file the return of income under Section 139 has expired, then the threshold limit of Rs 1 crore is reduced to Rs 20 lakhs and the rate of TDS shall be 2% from Rs 20 lakh to Rs 1 crore and 5% above Rs 1 crore. In other cases, the threshold limit of Rs 1 crore and the rate of TDS of 2% above Rs 1 crore shall continue. The section shall apply in case of cash withdrawal from a bank account, including a cooperative bank, and from an account with the post office. The limit of Rs 1 crore shall apply bank-wise and not branch-wise. Further, the section shall apply if the aggregate amount of cash withdrawal in a financial year exceeds Rs 1 crore from one or more bank accounts. In other words, the aggregate of cash withdrawal from the savings account, current account, cash credit account, overdraft account, etc. of the same person shall be aggregated to determine the threshold limit of Rs 1 crore or Rs 20 lakhs as the case may be. If the cash withdrawal in a year exceeds Rs 1 crore or 20 lakhs, then the TDS will apply on the excess amount of cash withdrawal over Rs 1 crore or Rs 20 lakh as the case may be, and not on the entire amount of cash withdrawal. It may be noted that the purpose of withdrawal is irrelevant. It may be for personal purpose or for the purpose of business. Let us try to understand the ambiguity which is present in the amended section 194. The newly amended provision has not made it clear whether TDS shall apply on the amount of cash withdrawal in excess of Rs 1 crore or on the entire amount of cash withdrawal once the threshold limit is exceeded. In the erstwhile provision of section 194N, it was clearly written that the TDS shall apply on cash withdrawal in excess of Rs 1 crore. The expression used was deduct an amount equal to 2% of the sum exceeding Rs 1 crore as income tax. In the newly amended provision, the expression used is deduct an amount equal to 2% of such sum. The sum no doubt refers to cash withdrawal, but for deduction of tax or TDS, whether such sum refers to cash withdrawal in excess of Rs 1 crore or the entire amount of cash withdrawal in aggregate if the cash withdrawal exceeds Rs 1 crore. A person who has not filed his return of income for all the last 3 consecutive assessment years prior to the previous year in which cash is being withdrawn and the time limit to file the return of income has expired, then as per the amended provisions, TDS on cash withdrawals shall apply on a different threshold limit. In this case, the threshold limit is reduced to Rs 2 lakh instead of Rs 1 crore. It is not clear how the banks will satisfy the condition of filing of return of income by the recipient in the last 3 assessment years, and that too filing within the due date as prescribed in section 139(1). The task becomes tedious and cumbersome for the bank. It is also not clear what will happen to those who are not required to file the return of income due to their income being below the basic exemption limit. Another major change, which is in the amended provision of section 194N, is regarding the empowerment given to the central government. The central government is empowered to notify recipients in whose case the provisions of section 194N shall not apply or shall apply at a reduced rate subject to satisfaction of conditions to be specified in the notification. In the erstwhile provision, the central government was empowered to notify person or class of persons to whom section 194N shall not apply. It did not have the power to apply the section 194N at a reduced rate. In the amended provision, the central government is empowered to apply the provision of section 194N at a reduced rate. The term reduced rate is not defined. It appears that the reduced rates can be applicable for both the threshold limit and also the rate of TDS. A person can claim the credit of the TDS under section 194N in his return of income. The credit will be allowed even if the person has no income under any head of income. Further, the credit of such TDS can be adjusted with the tax liability by the assessee. Any remaining or excess credit of TDS will be refunded to such person. However, in case of credit of TDS for section 194N, the option to pass on the credit to another person is not available. It can be only claimed by the person whose tax is being deducted. Further, such credit of TDS on cash withdrawals shall be claimed in the year in which it is deducted. It cannot be carried forward for subsequent years. The CBDT has also issued a notification number 98/2019 dated the 18th of November 2019 to amend Rule 30, 31 and 31A of the Income Tax Rules 1962 to notify the challan, TDS return and the due date of TDS payment under section 194N. So that was all for this video. Thanks a lot for watching. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe and stay tuned for such videos. Thanks a lot.